Alright, this is another video looking at this MENACE demo. This is kind of like I think this is my second part of revisiting this demo. Now what I learned from the previous video was that it kind of solidified what I had already thought. But then actually I noticed a few more things that I didn't notice the first time. So I'll just go over some of those points at the moment. The only building you can enter seems to be a watchtower so far. That's the only building I've seen so far where I've actually been able to get my units into. Watchtowers are relatively hard to come by. I think I've only seen them on one map so far. Only one squad could go in the building at a time. So that's five. That was 5 people. Maximum squad size is 8. I'm not sure whether you could fit all 8 into the building. I suppose you can. Yeah, so that's interesting. I mean, why you can't fit more than 8 people in a building, I don't know. No Overwatch. Which, yeah, we already knew there was no Overwatch. But this game only seems to have one tactic. And that is suppress the enemy, then rush them to shoot them point blank. So if you had an Overwatch feature, then that tactic probably wouldn't work, because as long as you've got units that could be staggered like a little bit further behind the other units, there's no way someone's going to be able to rush forward to shoot a suppressed squad if you've got a couple of other, like another squad. You only need one squad. As long as you've got another squad that's in Overwatch guarding their teammates, yeah, their tactics just won't work, which would pretty much break the way that they've made the game, because this is how they've made the game. So yeah, that's why there's no Overwatch. Which kind of goes to the next point, which is, you know, that is the only tactic you could use to play this game. This game does not give you freedom as a player. You cannot come up with your own tactic and strategy, because there is no other tactical strategy. So yeah, that's just a limitation of the game. Firefights are inconsistent. Usually you get stuck in what seems like a stalemate. You're behind cover, the enemy's behind cover. You're basically sending ballistic volleys at each other, and you know, you're going in and out of suppression. If you're lucky, you might get them to what do they call it? Pin down. But if neither of you can move from cover for whatever reason, maybe, I mean, it's hard for you to move from cover because you're outnumbered, so there's usually other enemies around. But strangely enough, we noticed in my previous video that randomly I would fire a second volley, a secondary volley on a turn, and it would just wipe the enemy completely. So we'd be in a stalemate where we're firing, ballistic volleys at each other. Nothing is actually reducing hit points. So we're hitting the cover, we're hitting armor. There's absolutely no change to hit points at all. So we're both still, or you could say the enemy is still at 100% hit points. And then out of the blue, a couple of turns down the road of this being stuck in stalemate, all of a sudden, bang, secondary volley completely wipes them. 100% of their hit points gone, just like that. And when that happened, I think it was the second time that happened, I actually zoomed in to have a look because I couldn't believe it. And the enemy, they looked a bit funny. They looked like they were a bit kind of black or like they were burned or something. But, I'm just firing ordinary bullets. This was just from, I think it might have been from the starting rifle. This is all very plain stuff. I don't understand what the hell happened there. But anyway, yeah, that's just another thing that I noticed. The skill tree, only a few character perks make an impact. Most of it is unnecessary padding. So basically, they have padded out the skill tree because you have to get these promotion points. And there are some good perks, definitely. There are some perks that actually do make a difference. But it can take a while to get to those. Which, this is, this is like other games as well. A lot of games have skill trees that are padded out. Not all games. Some games do kind of simplify things and make it so that, every upgrade that you get is a step forward. But yeah, just in this game, not really. It's a long run. You're in for the long haul. Unlocking new weapons had the greatest impact. That's something that stood out to me. We go in. Oh, yeah, I was going to show you something in the settings as well because it was a game update. But yeah, when we get to look at my squad, we'll see that one of my guys I had upgraded with perks. Yeah, I only got the one mission left. That's what we're up to. So one of my guys, this guy, yeah, my Chuck Norris, I gave him these 3 perks. They're all defensive perks. This defense. This one's damage and accuracy for concealment, and then this one increases concealment by 50%. So that was my plan. Was I was going to go for increased damage and accuracy with concealment, and then increase my concealment. Those two should hopefully work together, kind of synergy. Gorilla was the default one, but I thought it was going to replace it, but it didn't. It kind of kept it. There's no way to, unfortunately, there's no way to unlearn a skill to get points back. But yeah, doing that, I didn't really feel like he was improved much. I basically used him like a Terminator. He was on cleanup duty basically at the end there, and I mean you could do that with just an ordinary soldier. These combat drugs, that's what got him out of trouble uh, numerous times. Otherwise, he probably would have been dead. Whereas this guy here, he doesn't have any upgrades, but I gave him this gun, which was a special gun that I picked up at the end of the last mission that I'd done before the last mission. And that gun is such a step up. But the problem is that the ammo is very limited on the special weapon. So, not really. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the weapon had the greatest impact, but you're stuck with limited ammunition. You can give a soldier extra ammunition, but you can only give one soldier extra ammunition. So at the moment I've given it to the sniper. I'm going to change that, and I'm going to give it to him, unless I give somebody else a... as far as I know, I unlocked a flamethrower, but I can't see it. Maybe it's a primary weapon? Okay, now I'm confused. Because after completing the last mission, we had two options to choose from. I thought I picked flamethrower. What was the other one? There was flamethrower and there was... I mean, it would have had to have been something really good to make me not take the flamethrower. Yeah, I can't see the flamethrower here. There's no scrolling or anything. Was it this? Maybe I chose... Yeah, okay. I chose the mortar. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to keep this guy here as my Terminator. This guy, I quite like that gun there. So I could give that extra ammunition, or I use the mortar and give the mortar extra ammunition. This guy, how's he going? Okay. So he's exhausted and injured. So yeah, we just got to keep him off the battlefield until he gets repaired. This guy here, euphoric, you know, this means that they're like pumped up, ready to go. So these two definitely going to be taking in the battle, no matter what weapons we use. I really like that gun, but very limited ammo, so I'm going to have to give it that. And I've got smoke grenades here, but I don't know, maybe we should change that for grenades. This one's got the drone, we'll give them the smoke. And I've got them down for sniper, but I haven't been too impressed with the sniper, so I think I'm going to try out this. Yeah, okay. And then, of course, we've got an upgrade. So, do I give this? I've given them one upgrade, which was Scout. But what? Yeah. Stand by. Uh, um, it's interesting. I wonder if that means I can kind of move, but not shoot. Go into standby, let them do whatever they're going to do, and then shoot them after. Maybe. Or maybe you could shoot once, go to standby, and shoot again later on in the turn. But yeah, I'm not sure if I want to give this person another upgrade. Let's say it's something that was going to make some kind of difference. +40 AP activation, +3. No. Attacks have 25% chance to inflict 50% more damage. Maybe that would be really good with the mortar, but what does it say? Yeah, I don't have enough promotion points. This guy doesn't have any upgrades yet, so I think -4 AP movement cost per tile. Unit gains winded. -70 extras. Yeah, not really. Enter and exit vehicles for 5 AP. SL also receives additional cover from vehicles. Yeah, what vehicles are they talking about? Do they mean the vehicles that are around the map? Because you get these kind of like civilian trucks and things, or maybe enemy trucks as well. I don't know. I don't think so, though. That would be a bit weird, wouldn't it? -10 AP for extended attack after moving. Can trigger multiple times per turn. -10 AP for next standard attack. Run and gun. Okay. Sure, maybe. Standard attack, though. Does that mean not using a special weapon? +15% accuracy when not deployed or pinned down. Regain 30 AP for killing an enemy unit. I mean, would that be useful? Because I think it costs 40 AP to fire the weapon, so 30 AP is not going to mean I can take another shot. Maybe we'll go with point fire or run and gun. Point fire or run and gun. Which is best out of those two? Maybe run and gun. Yeah, you can't do these yet. Alright. So we got, he's ready, he's ready, he's ready. We're changing from sniper to mortar. I hope it works. Right, so we've got the gear set up. One thing you must do before you go out is always check that you've got your squads. Okay. Yeah, that's probably going to be a problem for us. We don't have full squads. Oh well. That's another limitation of the game. Basic infantry, civilian, unknown entity, pirates, pirates mounted, track, detail, daytime, weather clear, prevent hostile units from entering the target zone, 10 rounds, track, vehicle, okay. So the tracks are probably reinforcements. Chain gun track, there we go. Alright, so vehicle, we don't know what that is. But these tracks here, these will be reinforcements. Chain gun track, that would be a problem. Pirate vehicle here too. So the only other thing I've seen apart from a chain gun track is a laser track. Unknown allegiance, unknown entity. That could be a problem. They're going to come from the north, they're going to come from the south, they're going to come from the east. Civilians, local forces, makes it... I wonder if these guys are allies. That would be really helpful. All I have to do is deal with the north and the south. I don't know. We don't really have much of a army here, do we? I don't see how we're going to be able to defend both directions at the same time. I don't think we've got enough room here to bring a vehicle. Yeah, we just don't have enough loadout.
Nox has landed. Our eyes see everything.
Alright, let's have a look around. We have... Okay. It's not a huge environment. I'd say the enemy are just gonna spawn in. These towers here, okay. Yeah, so we can go into towers. It looks like that's all we can go into. got a tower there as well. The ones from the right should be the first to turn up. North and south,
What
I
to
don't
see?
know.
What to see?
How are we going to do this? Do we have... What's here? We've got these guys. Local base infantry. Printed carbines and grenades. Yeah, so there's going to be cannon fodder, aren't they? So it's up to our three people to somehow defend this place. What are these things? Missile silo. Oh well. I don't know if we can put her in the tower. Will she fire mortars from inside the tower? Maybe.
Orders! Yeah.
Who's that then?
Major?
Wait. Oh, I thought, what? Okay. Well, why could she only move that far? Hey. Oh, is that the other... There were two groups, weren't there?
Yep. Sure. Orders? Going. Ready, Major.
Eyes open.
Yeah, she can't really get there.
Moving to waypoint. Movement.
There's an enemy. 43. Have to deploy before I can shoot. There is a fence here. I don't think it'll stop the truck though. She doesn't need to be up front, you know. She could kind of like be back a little bit.
Eyes and ears.
Ready, Major. TCR's best.
Oh, they're coming in already.
Keeping an eye out.
Okay, scratch that. That truck is only a tiny problem. We've got big problems coming in from the north and south. We're not going to be able to get to these towers. If they go in the towers, they're just going to have total domination over us. So, I don't know. I guess we're going to have to try and do some kind of flanking. Now that I've sent half my team out there,
right,
What?
no more trick shots. You're never going home.
Oh, that
Op
must have
4
been.
moving.
Yeah.
There's not much good defense around here.
Let's see you buck.
What the heck is this over here? You telling me there's not a watchtower? Oh, no. Chain gun truck. Great. Absolutely great. Yeah, I mean, there's no way to advance here. See, there's absolutely no cover. And then we've got all this fencing, which is no cover at all. If we can get right up to the tower, maybe we could do something, but... How far would that be?
They're just watching us, man.
They're just completely out of... I mean, it's... oh, there's no way you can run that far. Well, they can't do it anyway. In turn. Wow, they're in trouble.
Trinkets.
Orders?
Yeah. Maybe we could go there. Unless I want to hide in the truck there. Suppose if I could do a mortar from here, that would
Eyes
be...
on.
Okay. We could try. What do I need? 50. Each turn. What the hell is that? Never in the truck, so that's just
Hey,
transporter.
bud, stay down.
Hey, what was that? What? Hey, what? Is that a... Are they inside the base? What the hell? Is that is that this guy's truck, or is that actually an enemy? I don't know. Hey, look, there's vents here too, but we can go through the gaps.
Come on, let's get going.
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, you got all this crap on the map. You can't go into a building and then come out the other side or anything. You gotta run around. Oh, look at this, straight through the fences.
We've got movement. We have
Flamethrower.
KIA.
Yeah, they're getting desperate now, aren't they? But again, there's no overwatch or interrupts or anything. So they can just come directly down.
Enemy movement!
Um,
Enemy movement! We've got movement! Movement! Off-board, moving.
yeah. Yeah, I can see the advantage with traveling by vehicle.
Movement!
Because
Eyes
the
on.
vehicle stops, then you hop out, and then you got your full AP, it looks like. Okay. Well, this is a predicament. Holy cow. What do you do here? What are these guys going to do? They got the tripod. See, that truck doesn't really give much in the way of defense.
Orders, Major?
Yeah.
Good job!
Medals don't earn themselves.
Keep pressure on it. We're coming.
Wow.
Yep.
Where's that other ally? Or maybe they're both dead. I don't know. Like Chuck Norris has to save the day. Oh, she's suppressed, is she? I don't know. Something's happening in there. Yeah, I don't think Chuck Norris has got anything to deal with that truck at the moment.
Let's keep it going.
Probably out of range too. Yep. So we'll have to move to here. This is ridiculous.
Moving! Lay it on him! Negative contact!
Yeah, no luck. As you would expect.
Heads down!
Whoa. It's coming from there.
This distance? We're pinned!
Did they just hit their own truck? No, no such luck. But since the truck's right next to these guys, they should be able to do something. Oh man. You've got to be kidding me.
Trinkets!
Eyes on. We've got movement!
These dogs got bite! Hey, I got something here. Enemy heavy armor. Still under heavy fire!
Yeah, my mortar team is still out of action. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm not a big fan of what's happening here.
Awaiting orders, Major.
Man. I was gonna do something with that truck, but these men here is even bigger problem. Have they got flamethrowers or something? They've got some tanks on the back of them. They say jetpacks. I don't know.
Trinketing ain't easy!
But it sure is fun. Okay. I could do the tripod. And then we could use that gun. Yeah. Oh, that's our only chance.
That's right, go on and get.
Who did what?
About time.
Still can't use water, so it's up to this guy. Let's deal with these guys here. Let's go with this gun. Which was suppression. Yeah, let's get suppression on them.
Well, it just wasn't your day, buddy.
Right, he got rid of them. These guys are pinned, but they won't stay pinned forever. The truck is a problem. I don't know how I'm going to deal with the truck. Plus, we've got men behind, we've got men in front. Excellent accuracy, medium accuracy.
Awaiting orders, Major.
Maybe we'll just have to try it, otherwise I could try going for them. Low accuracy, poor suppression, high armor penetration, poor accuracy, low accuracy, poor accuracy. I think we can throw a grenade. No, not that far. Yeah, I mean, this isn't going to blow the truck up. Probably better to try and keep these guys under pressure.
Yeah, try that in space!
Yeah, we're not actually back down either, so we could probably do that. I want to move, but I don't think I want to move, so... Yeah, I mean, they're shooting towards their own truck. It's a bit risky. Not really hitting it, though. Who's doing what? What are they up to? Yeah, they're going after the mortar team. What's this truck going to do? He's leaving. Alright. Yeah, we need to get that mortar team working.
Manually breathing.
Movement. Eyes on hardware.
What? Oh, okay. So we failed because the enemy were in the central zone for a certain amount of turns or something. But what is that? I don't know what the... Going to show me? Yeah, I don't know what that dot there means. Maybe it's injuries, because they took a lot of damage. So we didn't even get to try the mortar out. We got 4 stars for that. Yeah. End of demo. I don't know. There's nothing else to really do. See, they're all starting from 0 again. And the weapons, you see, we won't have the extra weapons that we had. See, this map is different every time. If you went up there, you could choose to go back down here and then up there and then there, or you could just go from there to there. Yeah, it's a weird kind of layout, isn't it? Is this game a roguelike, or is it going to be story driven? Because if it's a roguelike, it doesn't look like there's any permanent progression. Oh well. I guess we'll just have to leave it at that. So yeah, it hasn't really changed what I think, but it has given me a deeper understanding of how the game works, and I've picked up on a few other issues, and I think I've come into an understanding about why certain things, do or don't function as they do. So, that has been helpful for me, because that's the problem with this game, is that a lot of people, when they play it for the first time, you kind of end up scratching your head thinking, what is going on? What's the problem here? Because something's wrong, but it's just getting down to the underlying factors, down to what is the source of what is causing these problems with the game. So I think I have a better understanding of that, and I think I'll make a review with all these key points and key factors, all in detailed information. So if you want to try this out yourself, it's called MENACE. The graphics look really nice. The detail that they put into the weapons is quite nice, and it's quite nice that they've tried to add character to the individual units in the game that make up your squad leaders. But yeah, the combat, I feel like the combat needs a complete overhaul. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in a future